Hello, Flosstube. My name is Elizabeth Martinez, phantastitches, and sorry about my nose. um, and this is a channel about cross stitch. This is my Flosstube number 235. Wow, can't believe I've already done that many. Today is Saturday, May 28th, almost the end of May. Lots and lots of stitching, and I have a finish. I have a goal that I have met, a goal I probably will meet, and then lots of plans for June, and a little bit of haul to talk about. So let's just get into it. So first of all, we had three WIPGO numbers this month because some people have the 13th, which was the middle space, as a free space. And so that one came up when Jessie Marie called the numbers this month. And so she went ahead and called another one. So there's a total of three. I do not have a free space, so I had three WIPGO numbers. But I have met the goal on two of them, and the third one I will hopefully I probably will meet also. So I'm doing pretty good. My rabbit things have sort of, I've started them, but they've sort of fallen by the wayside a little bit. But hopefully, I don't know, I'll stitch on them a little bit more. I don't know when, but that's still in the works. I'm still plugging away at it. So my finish, I finished Western Biscornu. So I've had this one going for a while, since at least 2019 when we did Stitch Shenanigans. I think I had already started it when Stitch Shenanigans came up, or maybe I started it for Stitch Shenanigans. I don't know, but the Western Biscornu by Tinymodernist, and this is 2/2 on maybe it's 2/1. Yeah, 2/1. I think this is 18 count Ada. It's very tiny, but it's also like it seems like a synthetic, like a blend. It's not it's not 100% cotton. I don't know, but so all I had left to do, I did all the stitching, and then I did this little back stitch line, and then I did the same back stitch line around the back piece, and so this is all done. So I just have to cut it apart and stick it together. That's there, and the buttons in the middle. I found the buttons that I originally bought for this, and then I showed some other buttons that I had bought, a box of buttons that I bought I think at Walmart. So between those, I should find something suitable. This space is very tiny. The middle of this square is very tiny, so maybe the buttons that I bought originally are gonna go in there, or very small. We shall see. Anyway, this was my number. Hold on one second. This is my number, I want to say 13 or 14. I shall see. Let me see. 14. This is my number 14. So it is done. Yes. Yay. So it's done. And for those of you who have never done a Biscornu, they're really not that difficult. If I can do it, you can do it, believe me. I am not adept at, sewing. I don't sew quickly. The stitching to me is harder than the sewing. The sewing, you have to do it by hand. You can't really do do it on the machine or anything like that, but hand sewing is what I do. So, but for those of you, instead you don't have, if you think about them back to back this way, then you turn them this way, so you have the center of the square, and the point in the center, and sew them together that way, and you have the shape, and then you anchor them in the middle with a button on either end, and it makes that little pointy shape. Anyway, that's a free Biscornu lesson. So then I also had 10 days on my number 8 was Old Clipper Ship. Oh, this is the PDF for the Western Biscornu. So yeah, this is the center of one side of the Biscornu and the corner, and then you just stitch along that back stitch line, and then the button in the middle here gives it that shape. Anyway, so this is Western Biscornu by Tinymodernist, and I finished it. And then, like I said, my number 8 was Old Clipper Ship by Tidewater Originals by Virginia Creekman of Tidewater Originals. This is Seascape number 5. This is an old pattern. But yeah, so that's the Old Clipper Ship. And so I did 10 days on that. And really, once I got into it, it's one of those that, I kind of wish I had could keep going on it, but I have so much to do. Excuse me. So, before, a long time ago, I had started on this, and I had done this sail and these little jibs over here, the brownish dark tan color. So I did all the dark tan on the edges of the sails and these little corner shapes, and then I did the pennants, this red one and the blue one, and there's another blue one somewhere. Oh yeah, I'm looking right at it now. There and there, yeah. And then all the little like spar ends, that's brown, and then some masts, and then like the spit on the end that the jibs are attached to, and then the back end of the aft sails, whatever, jibs, whatever. Yeah. So the boat itself, the ship, is in this bottom space down here, underneath, below this, and the water. And the last thing I was doing was this dark other tan color here that, it lines all the, and I wish I could have finished it all, because it sort of parallels the darker brown color, and then the instructions I didn't read until later, but they say, to do the ecru last, and it really makes a lot of sense, because this way, you're not having to make sure that you're not overrunning the parts that are, this color, this dark beige color, basically, because it's very close to the ecru color. And but anyway, so I did a little bit of that, and then I'm gonna put it away for a while. But anyway, so that's 10 days on Old Clipper Ship. And then my other number for WIPGO, the number 13, was Pandemic by Long Dog Samplers. And I started in the center, which is right around here somewhere. I started with this motif, and have been working in this center area. So I had started over here and had worked my way to this middle part, and then worked down. And I found today, I thought I was working on it today when while I was making the video with my sisters, the three sisters creative sticks and strings video. And as I was doing it, I had done this and this the last time I worked on it. So I've been starting to work right here. And as I was coming down, I was doing this, and I got down here, and I thought, that's too close to this motif. There should be it should be lower down. And so I recounted this, and I'm like, no, that's correct. And what it is if you look at this, there's 2 stitches right here. This line there's 2, right? This line here and this line here, and there should be 1. It should be there, right? So at some point when I stitched this, I put in an extra line, and so then I sort of did, I guess rather than taking it out, I just, doubled it. So there's just a little error right there. And I had originally intended to do all the little animals that are in this pattern in a different color, or just say what they would stand up, and then I stand out. And then I realized that I had stitched this little bird as I was stitching, because I was just counting stitches and and I didn't realize this was a little bird until after I had already done it. And I thought, I ain't taking it out. I'm just gonna. So I thought, well, maybe I'll just stitch the whole pattern in this color. But then I decided to do this. This is an étoile, and so I'm thinking I have a few different shades of blue étoile. So there's like butterflies, and there's up here there's some owls and various birds, whatever, animals. And so maybe I'll do all the animals in different shades of étoile. I have a dark blue and this blue and a lighter blue. So yeah, maybe I'll do that. But so I did these deer because I had I had already done these little flower things, and it was very easy to count off of that. And so there's another pattern down here. There's like a straight thing down here, and then a big vase urn kind of thing underneath there. So I have this. I'm finishing this logo, or on this side, I guess. No, this side. Backwards. Yeah. So this urn. So these little animals, like the butterfly and these little things here and the owls up here. Hopefully I can isolate those and stitch them in different shades of étoile or whatever. So anyway, so that's pandemic, and so by the 31st should be 10 days. So I'm on schedule to put my 10 days in on that. And if I do all that, that'll be another goal met for WIPGO. So 10 days on each of the old clipper strip and pandemic, and finishing the Western Biscornu. Those are the goals for the month of May. I haven't worked. I did start the May Rabbit and a few other mania kind of type things, and then I just set those aside because I was working hard on the on finishing the Western Biscornu, that kind of took me longer than I thought it would. I thought, oh, because the back side was finished, and it was just the cactus and the little cow skulls and things like that, and it just took me longer than I had anticipated. And there were it seems like there were a lot of interruptions this month. My brother-in-law's birthday, my niece's graduation, and my sister's family had to put their dog to sleep. That was very sad. And then my brother's birthday is coming up, and just just all kinds of things going on in this month. So anyway, so I've been working hard on finishing this. But like I said, pandemic is on schedule to hit the goal, and I'll be very happy. So that brings me to my June stitching goals. So the WIPGO numbers were called yesterday for June, and they are number, and I wrote them down, and I know I don't have them with me. Number 9, which is Kitty Kitty by La Di Da, and 16, which is Monster Wonder Whale by Owl Forest Embroidery. And the goal on both of those is 10 days. Excuse me, I'm making a mess over here. Okay, so Kitty Kitty is my number 9 by La Di Da. And this over here is kind of, it stuck to this. I think I had it in a nylon front bag or something, and this stuck to the nylon. So anyway, so this is done on a black fabric, and I didn't do it on black. This is a dark green color, and when I first started it, I stitched like this tree branch, and I think I started on the kitties. Sorry, it's a cat hair, appropriately enough. This is I think it's a 32 count linen, maybe a 28. Do I have it written down here? No, I don't have it. But I think it's a 32 count linen. But it's this sort of a dark green color. And when I first started it, it seemed like I was not having too much of a problem. But then when I picked it up, I think last year in May, I did kind of a whip mania. I think it was last year that I worked on it, and I just had a really hard time sort of finding my mojo, finding my stitching on this dark fabric again. So I'm hoping that I won't have as much trouble this time around. But so I think this is just one of the cats on this. Yeah, there his cat tail, and the back of a cat, and then of course the legs, part of the legs, and the face. So there's a cat hair all over this. So this is Kitty Kitty by La Di Da. That's my number 9, and then number 16 is the Monster Wonder Whale kit from Owl Forest Embroidery. So they send you a lovely kit. It's really pretty. So it has all the threads and the fabric and even a needle minder with these larger kits. So it's really a nice kit that they sent out. So and this is the little needle minder that came with it. A little ship there, So this is where I got into. I'm working on this the spout here that turns into a tree, I think, right here. Looks like a spout, looks like a tree. And then the whale itself. And there's a village on its back and ships in the water and things like that, but there's a whale. So, and it's not quite finished on the inside either. There's like, other patches of other colors, but I was mostly working on this particular color on that. So I really, really like this pattern. So I'm looking forward to doing that for the month of June. And then also I'm planning to participate in cross-stitch camp over the summer, and there are monthly challenges for June, July, and August. And the June one, the challenge is to stitch something holiday related, celebrate something that celebrates a holiday. And so, of course, Christmas is very easy, and I've been wanting to do this one. This is a Homespun Elegance, the Merry Noel collection, Good Must I Be, by Sandra Sullivan. So this is sort of old-fashioned. There's a little Santa. And it looks like it's finished sort of as an ornament. You see, it says here. It's 30 count, beige hand-dyed linen. Yeah, it's finished as an ornament. The stitch count is only 67 by 48, so I'm hoping I can. The challenge is to, don't start until the first of the month, and then you have, a month to finish the stitching. So I'm hoping I can, get it all in there because of all the stuff I'm going to do. And it's a combination of Weeks Dye Works and DMC that's used in that. But so I'm hoping that, it should go, the words should go pretty quickly. There's a little bit of border around it, and then the majority of stitching would be the Santa over here. But since it's not a very big piece, 48 high, it's not very big at all. So I'm hoping that I can get it done pretty quickly. And I'm hoping to, looks like the fabric that I picked for it is this Hardinger that I tea-dyed once upon a time, a long time ago, I guess, when I very first started doing tea and coffee dyeing, before I got into sort of dyeing with RIT colors. But so this, and I didn't know, I haven't checked the how big, the thing is, but so I may just use like one corner of this fabric. But there's that. So that's for cross-stitch camp. I do want to at least start the rabbit for June. And so this has a lot of brown and also desert rose, mulled wine, garden squash. Quince blossom is I think it's the tails, the little tails. It's sort of a almost white color here and here. And that's the only concern I have, because everything else is relatively dark. So I was thinking, well, I can do it on a light colored fabric, but their tails might not show up. Because I do have what's called ice. It's a Murano Carré. I'm doing all of these rabbits on this color, on this fabric. It's a 32 count that I got it at Hobby Lobby. So there's this color, and what I'm gonna do is a floss toss to see if that quince blossom will show up on something like this. There's a mustard color, and there's another color. I don't have it right here in front of me. That's sort of an orangey color, and I'm not sure if about those. but I was thinking of using another piece of the blue. I think it's Spa. Yeah, Spa is what it's called. A bluish, a blue color. So I might use that because I think all of these colors would look okay on the blue. There is a sort of a blue here. No, well, green, I guess, evergreen. But that should show up because the blue is kind of, you know, a little bit lighter than this color of my shirt. So and since that's the green, I guess, on these bunnies, I think it's a flower. Looks like a flower on this bunny. That color is surrounded by the chocolatey, you know, brown of the bunny, and so that should look okay on the blue fabric. So I might see how that looks if this isn't quite dark enough for the tails, because the other color I have, the orangish color, I don't think would look good on that. So anyway, that's the June rabbit. I haven't, like I said, I haven't fully chosen what I'm going to do on that. So I have a lot of stitching to do for June. I have the two number projects for WIPGO that I want to work on at least 10 days on, and then the cross stitch camp piece and the rabbit, and I think that's all I have, you know, planned. If there's anything else, we shall see. So I think that's going to bring me to a little bit of haul. Went to Hobby Lobby looking for a couple of other things, and just, you know, because I can't resist. Oh, this I got actually at Target. This is a little dough bowl kind of thing I got in the Target dollar spot. It was like $5. Little kind of a tray thing. It's really cute. It's not very big. It's maybe a little over a foot. You know, maybe like the inside of here is a foot or slightly larger. So it's not very big at all, but worked very nicely for like a little set of pillows or whatever. And then I did go to Hobby Lobby, and I got this little Notions pouch, little, you know, pouch for smaller projects, whatever. But it has little hedgehogs on it, so it's very cute. They had hedgehogs, and they had another one. I think had sloths on it, but I went ahead and got the hedgehogs. But they're very cute. So I might put, like, you know, threads, Notions, a pair of scissors, little things like that. I don't know yet, or a smaller pattern. And then I got a couple of more pieces of this 25 count Lugana, and this is one in pearl and one in natural. I don't know if you can tell, you know, this is pearl is a slightly grayish color, and this natural color. And again, this is 25 count Lugana, and I think I might stitch 2 over 1 or 1 over 1 on that, and see how that works. And then I also got this little box of smiley face beads. I have a box of larger happy face beads. They're about you know, this big. They're, you know, pretty big. But and then I also have a couple of strings of beads of happy faces. And so I'm trying to formulate, you know, a plan, because I didn't find, I was looking for some, like, charms to go. I thought, well, okay, maybe I can, like, do the happy faces things, and put a charm on the end. And there was actually a little card with some happy face charms on it, but they had like a wire loop through there, and it kind of detracted from the little happy face, and the happy faces were very tiny for such a big metal loop in them, and so I didn't like that very much. But I did get these little tiny happy face beads, and I'm still, like I said, I'm working on the idea behind them. So yeah. But anyway, so that was at Hobby Lobby, and then today went to the attic. My sister Eve had ordered some fabric and was waiting for that to come in, and so we went to the attic. She was thinking, she was gonna look into buying some threads or whatever, and so she checked with them to see if her fabric had come in, and it had. They just hadn't gotten around yet to calling her. They had just gotten it in, or just cut it or whatever, in the last day or two, and just hadn't gotten around to calling her yet. So happy accident. So she got her fabric and stuff that she was looking for, and I found one more thread. This deep sea. This is a gorgeous color. It's on. I don't know which pattern it's on because I just had like a list of colors I was still looking for, and this is one of them. And then, of course, because it's very dangerous for me to go into a place like the attic without a specific thing, because then I'm like, ooh, I want one of these. Ooh, I like that pattern. Ooh, I like this pattern. So anyway, the next one in this series, and I think on Pam and Steph had talked about this pattern. The bear is the next one. I have a series, A Year in the Woods, and I have the other ones. So this is the bear, and apparently the eagle has just come out also, and I didn't see that there, but I didn't really look for more of them. But so I have the fox, the swans, the raccoon, the ferret, another one, and then this is number 6, the bear. That's very cute. And then this is Artful Offerings. This is Cottage Garden Needleworks. This little series, Cottage Garden Samplings. A Year in the Woods, number 6, the bear. Okay. And so this is Artful Offerings, designed by Karina Hittle. Autumn at Bunny Hill Manor. I don't know when this one came out, if this is new or if it came out some time ago. Yeah, copyright 2021. So, because I think I remember the name of, this name before. But look at that. There's pumpkins and bunnies and crows. It's a nice autumn pattern. I have a whole pile of bunny patterns. And speaking of bunny patterns, what a bunny. And this one also, this is 2022. Scattered seed samplings. Scattered seed samplers. Samplings, samplers, samples, I don't know. Designed by Tammy Black. Cottontail and Company. Look at that bunny. So I have some scattered seed samplings. I have, there's one that's spring Gathering and the one that's Spring Offering, I think, or something, by Scattered Seed Samplers. And I have one of them that I did, and I FFO'd it and everything. And I think I have the other one, the pattern, that I haven't done yet. And then I just bought this one, so look at that. I just love it. I love it. So I think that is everything that I bought and everything that I did. And I feel like I have a lot of stitching to do in the month of June. As a matter of fact, I just saw an email from embroidery.com. What is her name? I want to say her name is Dawnette, I think. I'm terrible about that. But anyway, she the stitching challenge, whatever, for the summer, for the month of June, and it wouldn't add anything to what I'm all the things that I'm doing. It would just be like posting every day for the month of June, whatever, like stitching 30 minutes a day, and I stitch more than that anyway. So it would just be additional, adding to the by posting pictures of your progress every day. So I don't know. But during the month of June, for the first few days, I'm going to be staying at my younger sister's home, feeding her cats while she and her family go camping for a few days. And so my cats will be my older sister will be looking after them a little bit. So there's that. And then my younger sister and I are going to Albuquerque the following weekend for a youth symphony reunion. And I had signed us up for, there's an alumni recital. And I had ambitiously thought, oh yeah, we can do that. At the time that we were signing up for it, she and I were both playing in the Mesa Community College orchestra, and so I was, feeling pretty good about that and everything that we were doing, and so this reunion thing came up, and so we went ahead and signed up for it, and there's an alumni recital kind of thing. If you're if you want to play in it, you can sign up for it. And I had signed us up. And we haven't really practiced it. So I don't know when we're going to squeeze it in the next few days. And then between the weekend that they go camping and the weekend that we go on this to the actual reunion, try to squeeze in something. And actually the piece that we originally had thought we would play, a movement of this duet that we've worked on before, both of us are pretty out of shape to do it, so I don't know if we'll do that piece, or there's one other one that we might consider doing together. I don't know. So yeah. But it just depends on what we can pull off, I think. Excuse me. But so yeah, that's coming up. And and I wanted to say to talk about one thing that happened. Several people had talked about the spring issue of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. And so I knew that it had been delayed. Some people were saying a couple months ago, I guess, that the magazine was delayed because there was some kind of a paper issue or something like that. And so I didn't really think too much of it. I thought, well, okay, my magazine will be a little delayed or whatever. But then I was very excited to see it at one time at some point at the attic. They had gotten in their copy of the magazine. I thought, oh, good. So I should be getting mine sometime soon. And didn't come and didn't come and didn't come. And my sister was telling me, you should call them or get in touch with them or somehow and look into that. And I'm like, yeah, I should. And I kept putting it off. And so finally the other day, because I kept thinking, it'll come any day now because the attic has it. So it should come any day now, right? And I started thinking, well, did my subscription lapse? Because I usually had gotten a renewal like in December the last couple times. And so I thought, well, I thought I renewed it, so I don't know. And so finally because I had like the fall 2021 issue, somehow I had it separate then from the all the other issues that I had. And so finally I thought I just dug around and pulled out my other issues, and the last one that I got was December of the Christmas winter issue of 2021. And on the mailing label, there was my account number, and then it said last issue, spring of 2022. I thought, well, does that mean that this is my last issue, or that my last issue is the spring issue? And so I looked at my account number, and it said that my subscription was expired. And I thought, well, okay, did I not send it in? And I didn't remember whether I had done it online or whatever. So, but said it was expired. So I went ahead and renewed my subscription, and then I went ahead and hit the little contact us thing and said, I never got the spring issue, and I didn't, looking at the label, I don't know what it's, whether I was supposed to get the spring issue or not or whatever. And they got back to me right away and said, that yes, I should have gotten the spring issue, but that in Arizona, they had a couple, several people, I guess, didn't receive their spring issue. So they're fortunately sending me another copy of the spring issue. So I'm very happy, because I thought, well, if I have to, I'll buy that issue, because they're, I was seeing that they're working on the summer issue and that it should come out soon. And so I thought, I had thought I had just missed the spring issue, and I was debating whether or not I needed to go, buy a copy of it. But so I should have gotten it in the mail, and looks like they will send it to me. So hopefully I'll get it soon. And I don't know whether or not there'll be something in there that I want to work on. I don't know, maybe. I think I think I talked about the little bookmark issue that I had. That's all done and everything. Yeah. So anyway, I made some needle minders. I don't have them handy, but they are on the Etsy shop. There's one that's like a kind of a steampunk type butterfly. It's pretty big, and one that is a seahorse with like a shell inlay kind of thing, and one that is a sort of a steampunk heart. So those are fairly large, needle minders, and then some smaller ones that are butterflies. that we've had on the Etsy, that we've had before. We've had on the Etsy site before. So those are up on the Etsy, on our Etsy shop. Three Sisters Creative is the name of our Etsy shop. So those are there. Hold on one second. Okay, I wanted to, I paused the video so I could go get them. So this is the seahorse I was talking about. Has a little shell inlay thing. So it's, like I said, it's larger. And then the butterfly, the steampunk, I guess that's what you call it, butterfly. And then a heart. Yeah. And then these Tim Holtz butterflies we've had before. There. And there. Yeah, there we go. Needle minders. Let me see if I can reach these two. There's one there. And this one here. So those are all, I think, in the Etsy shop already. And then just the other day, my sister had made these, and you can use them either as keychains, so they've got split rings on the top, or as needle minders. And these are like these kitty-shaped little, what do you call it? You know, the end, where you would put a pair of scissors, you know, if you wanted to use those. They open up here. Yeah, and they're pretty good size, so you could stick a pair of scissors on them. But they have little kitty faces on them, and a little kitty charm on the end. So, and they're just a different color with another kitty on the end. So those are, I don't know if they're already in the Etsy shop or if they will be soon, but yeah. So those are in there, and like I said, that they can be used either as a key ring. They've got those D rings on the end. I mean, split rings on the end, or you can use them as scissor fobs if you want to take the split ring off and just use the what are those called? All of a sudden, I can't say the name. Anyway, the end, the little hooks there. I don't know why that word won't come to my head. Anyway, so I think that's everything. Hopefully, like I said, I've got a few more days of working on Pandemic to hit that 10 days goal, and then everything starts June 1st. All my ambitions, and so I think next Saturday I'm going to be a little out of pocket. I'm going to be filming, hopefully at my sister's house next Saturday, because I'm spending the weekend there taking care of her cats. So I'll be at a different location next Saturday, and hopefully we'll see what I've got going on for the month of June. Anyway, so I think that's it, and I will see you next time. All right, Bye.